So we are starting now. So today we are building an inventory system. So we
Okay.
want to, yeah. So um, so let me just quickly go ahead.
So what's the inventory system about? To just get an overview.
Yeah, to just get where the inventory system will just collect information about the the products that the company and maybe like you are having like a store, so product have entered, and also you want to have like an inventory that document the whole process of what you've collected and all. So that's like
Okay,
what,
so
yeah, that's what the inventory management system is basically going to do.
okay,
So
so
I'm just going to start with a comment, building an inventory inventory management system. So, so we're basically going to start with class, which is products. So we are going to have three major segments. So we are going to have products. We are going to have so let me just comment on it. So we'll be having three major um the inventory. So the first one will be the products, then second one will be art products, then next one will be art products, next one will be updates product, then next one will be delete product. So we'll see like the logic behind it. Then then search products. Okay, so from this place now, the first thing that we are doing is we are creating a class, and the name of the class is product. Then we'll define and initialize the process for the product. So, so we are going to have self product ID. Then we're going to have name. So that's under what's it called? Under product. These are like the things we are going to do.
okay,
If you had to take stock of, let's say, um products, for instance, this is like the data is going to collect for you at the end of the day. So then we go ahead and save dot products um equals to, so now we are basically creating the logic um behind the the whole code that's behind the inventory. So product self.product ID is equals to product ID. Then The next is self.name. So you do for self.name equals to name. Then you do self.quantity, self.quantity, self.quantity equals to quantity, equals to quantity, equals to quantity, and self.price equals to price. So next, you have def. So next we want to do is to define, is to create another initialization again by creating a function that is going to what is going to return at the end of the day. So what is it going to return? Um,
Stream one.
so um, so at the end of the day, it's going to return. It's going to return. That is basically going to return the ID at the end of the day. Right. So then you are going to have um self dot self dot product ID. So you're going to have self dot product ID. Okay. Self dot product ID. Sorry.
Hello, sir.
What did you say?
Can you hear me,
Okay.
sir?
Yes. Yeah, go
Yeah, so
ahead.
I want to ask the question.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, the question I want to ask is while I was studying about model, even from
Yes,
what you taught us and when I checked some other resources and materials, I discovered
yes.
there's what they call them one-to-many relationships and one-to-one relationships. So I really did not get it well because what I was working on, I had to use one-to-many relationship, even though like I just had to look for resources about it, but I still don't understand. So can you please shed a little bit more light about um, the
Okay, so that like, do you know how to use Power BI?
no. But I heard it for data analysis.
Yeah, so it's also like for backend. So in Power BI, anything that has to do with model, but it has to do with logic. So let me explain to you. So when they mean one to one and then one to many, that is what you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in Power BI, so let me use that one to relate it. So let's say you are dealing specifically with, so you have pricing, for instance, and then you have pricing. You want to create a model for pricing. You want to also create a model for um, customer service. Then you want to create a model for you want to create a model you want to create a model for, yeah, let me just use those two examples. So one to one in modeling, it's basic for me. It's clearly when you are dealing with one singular object, then let's say you are trying to only proffer solution to only sell. So it simply means that the other factors does not have anything to do with like sell. That is sales. Let's say I'm trying to create a dashboard that will like help me to like see the total number of sales, or that will be helping me to monitor the total number of sales that's generated every single day. So I'm creating a model. So that's like one to one. I think I should have a I should have a this thing installed in my laptop so I can be able to show you. So that is one fact. The factors, the model now. Wait, the model you are creating. So in the case of Django now, so we have Django make use of MVT. So the model basically deals with like database. Then Vue
Yes.
deals with so Vue,
Request.
it's like the request. That's the logic. That's the Python part. Then the template, it's like the HTML part, right?
Yeah,
So
the
now
structure.
so anything that has to do with templates, most times, that's like where you write most of your HTML files in. So that like helps with the display. So in the model, a
Mhm.
user makes a request. The first place it goes to, it wants to retrieve the data. So it makes an informed decision to the view that see someone is actually requesting for so information. Then Vue, it's
Yeah.
like the logic, that's the business logic behind
And
the back end. So it goes and make the request from template, and then template now basically displays it. Whatever that has it now displayed the result that was requested based on what was available on the database, which is the model. So now, when you
okay.
are doing one-to-one, it simply means that you've created model because in Django you have like different models. Like you can have as much models as possible. Like in terms of let's say um, you are creating a database for just one singular solution. But in a scenario where you are building like an e-commerce website, when you are going to have like the user, you are going to have like you maybe you want to have a shop. This time around, you are not just a user, but you are like an advanced
Yeah.
user. Then there are like
Yeah.
the end user. So when you are creating model for those kind of, let's say, projects, you don't do one to one, you do one to many. I don't know if I'm
Okay.
making sense to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm getting it also.
So yeah, so basically that's like my understanding of it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. So next we are looking at is um okay. So now we have done for self that's where the function that should be returned at the end of the day. So for quantity is product ID, self.product ID. And then name, of course, you already know should be self.name. Then for quantity will be save.quantity. So I will strongly advise you are also doing like you're writing the code as it's going to like help you to
Yeah,
do. Oh,
I'm writing it in my notes.
it's it's raining.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we'll now go ahead and do same thing for quantity. So whatever you've done for whatever you've done for this other one, so that's like the same thing that you are going to do for quantity. Save dot quantity. save dot quantity, um, save dot quantity, then you just close it. So you now do for price as well. So price now be um wait, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
fine.
The network was showing it as one. So dot price. Okay, so that's for the product. So next we are going to do now will be we are going to create like uh, so we'll create class for inventory. That's the next thing that we are doing. So we created class for product. So now we'll create class for inventory. So okay, but you understood like what we've done here
Yes, I
from
do.
when we declared the the code. So so next this thing that we are looking at is we are we are creating a class for inventory because um we are building we've created the class and also we've created the function for product. Okay, sorry. I okay, sorry. This thing went up.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, the network was this thing was it was cutting and coming and cutting. I don't know. Is it
Okay.
raining in your side? It's raining here. So it's kind of
Yeah.
disrupting the network.
It's not really raining here, but it has started.
Okay, so we are basically initializing. Then so since we are um creating the inventory for product, it will now be sell dot product equals to equals to um an empty space. So we are putting an empty space because we are going to be collecting data at the end of the day. So it is what you put that will now fill